from documenta to everywhere. So this investment in group thing was also that we wanted different platforms. We wanted to have our own tools, our own platforms, and not go in a gallery and always come out frustrated and say, but actually I want it differently. It was only 30% of what I imagined. So this tool creating was the first thing for the group. Create a new tool, create a different platform. If it was TV, if it was the art scene, or if it was that was our personal artistic interest. And then it became clear that it was also important for the community. When community artists said, oh, we can't do it. So the proposition of our own artistic atelier became an atelier for the people. And then it became an atelier for all the people, or workshop for all the people. And so that was quite logic when we had the opportunity to do it. And that's why me personally, I'm quite happy about all the platforms which exist today. If I imagine the equipment we were carrying around with 100 to 200 kilos of bullshit, pneumatic camera and the shit monitors and everything, and now I have a little laptop, that's paradise basically. But now we're coming back to the content problem. That it has to be a new, I think, education, content orientation on why they're doing it for and where it leads to. And politically said the neoconservatism and this nationalism, which is happening more and more because of less and less money, is a quite dangerous thing.
It's almost kind of a reaction against this idea of like the medium being the message, I guess, in a way, isn't it? You know, that it's not enough just to have the medium, that you do need to have some...
Well, it's even worse, the medium is the reality. And,
yeah.
and the reality is basically controlled by either politicians or by commercial interests of the society.
No, by marketing people.
Huh?
Marketing people.
Well, the marketing people are the slaves of the of course of the companies that want to market something.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that's bad basically, but I want to point at the fact that this is a strong feedback loop between the medium and who is controlling the medium and the society, and this feedback loop is basically controlled either by commercial interests or by political interests.
Yeah, but still, I mean, we have been in times where still politicians controlled the media and partly the industry. Now it is completely controlled by the industry. There is no politics involved. I mean, that history where we have been part of it, where politicians used the media for manipulating and keeping a quiet society in sense for addiction and entertainment.
But this is still the case in the public TV in Germany. I mean, this is the core reason for the existence of public TV in Germany, is that politicians have the possibility to download their message on the society.
Yeah, but this is not anymore the core value. The core value at the moment, which has been surpassed, is keeping the public addicted to the shopping malls, for shopping and keeping the consumer society alive. This is the core value. And again, just going back, the live aspect is very important in all of the
saying was that normal TV is really afraid of the live situation. Basically everything on TV is running through some time loop, so there's always a control on the content. You can switch off, you can manipulate what's happening there, and there's almost no real live content on TV, maybe except football or something.
Interesting anecdote, maybe. We had this in Piazza Virtuale. We had somebody from the TV who was sitting there. Terrible job for being the censor. So now, normally it's clear in her normal censor job, checking what the content is. If somebody goes online and says Heil Hitler, they cut him out. They have to cut them out, you know. But if you're in a dialogistic situation, you can say Heil Hitler, because you can discuss it. So this is the point and the difference where this censor person got into real trouble, because there were contents coming in which normally shouldn't be discussed, but in a dialogue, why do you censor or cut out contents which have to be discussed, because the statement of them, because they're illegal, cannot be published, so you're in trouble. You had this Partito Radicale, which is left-wing hardcore radio station party in Italy, in Rome, and they were forbidden because at a certain moment they had no money. So they put the answering machine and put it directly on the air. So you had this lineup of monologues, fuck Berlusconi, fuck this, and which came, so they had to stop the radio. But if you do the same thing, fuck Berlusconi, fuck this, and you have it in a dialogue situation, then it's being discussed and it means something different. And this was a learning process for them, but it was a total horror.
I mean, the situation only arose because we had some caller who said kill the former chancellor of Germany as a political statement, and the former boss of the German TV really got in trouble because, of course, he had
Same party.
Huh?
Same party.
Same party, because he has. He was asked how is that possible on a TV that people say kill our chancellor, and so they had to figure out something which allowed the broadcast to continue on one side, but being able to censor it in case of this happens again. I don't know. Did it ever happen? Did we have to switch?
No.
No.
We had the situation. We had also the situation on the radio, where after this radio broadcast in Documenta in '86, we were invited to the book fair to do the book radio. And that was the same thing. There were so many different people plus call-ins coming that there was, next to our bus was a little van where the chief of religion committee was sitting in there, and he had a stop button to push the button in case it was... But they didn't have this random thing which you have in some TV station or places where the real broadcast is no, it's retarded of 30 seconds.
Or the delay.
They have a delay system so that if something dangerous happens, they can cut it out. They didn't have it at that time, so it didn't exist. So it was real life, also with the call-ins. You can't make a call-in with a delay.
But still, I would like to come back to the artistic discussion, because we have a lot of friends which are hating us because of that. First of all, it was on the documenta. It was on a very high-profile, prestigious exhibition. And they have been working for ages in the video business, cutting videos and polishing texts and
polishing monitors.
And polishing monitors, and then suddenly a crappy, chaotic artist group came up and claimed the space of media, which they also rightly did. And so a lot of video artists and media artists became a contrary position, which I personally understand, because a video artist or a so-called American or European media artist in that time,
monologistic signature artist,
was spending hours and hours in a video studio editing. I mean, we did this too. I mean, there's nothing more painful than editing video.
Masochistic
and boring, yeah? But they did it with high discipline, polishing each cut and light.
Here you have a typical masochistic studio of animation which takes hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of editing, 2 minutes.
So each frame, each picture, each text, each speech is pre-edited. Each pixel, and it's carefully selected so it fits to the artistic perception and conception of his personal aesthetic and what he wants to do. So these people didn't like that program because it was totally contrary. That what was on the screen was not a singular signature from one aesthetical person. It was a signature of 10, 20, 30 people, yeah, which had, let's say, no artistic education, had no idea what artistic expression is, but they did a frame, a screen design, a formal expression, and so on.